Welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluwa Great, and this is Oluwa Great TV. In this episode, I will definitely be talking from the heart, from the soul. This is the final episode of the Arts of the Comeback. If you haven't seen the first three episodes, I'll be linking them in the description box below. And this whole series revolves transformation. It involves talks of why I left, everything that I left behind to start over, and the shifts that happened, the challenges that I faced, the things I had to let go of. And yeah, I just feel like this final episode is going to be as raw as possible. I think all the episodes have been raw so far, but this one I don't even feel like I'm ready to film it for some reason. This was supposed to be up already about 3 weeks ago, and aside from life happening with things getting in the way and not being able to be consistent with this particular series, I just feel like I'm not even ready. But when is the best time to be ready, anyways? That's why I'm sitting here filming this final episode. The things that I'm going to say are literally again going to just flow, and it's truly because this past Sunday marks 3 years since I left my old reality, since I left South Africa, since I left everything that I thought was familiar to me. Um, since I woke up, if I can call it that, and there's a lot of times that people still ask me why I left, especially if I just met someone, I just start talking to someone, they'll be like, "Oh, your accent, where you obviously didn't grow up in Lagos," and I'll be like, "Yes," and I'll be like, "Oh, I grew up in South Africa," and they'll be like, "Why did you leave South Africa?" Like many people are wishing to leave the country, and you are coming into the country, and I've come to find out that the best response that I can give is, I'm here to be the best version of myself. I truly have no other response to give anymore other than I'm in Nigeria because this is the best place for me to be the best version of myself. My intuition anchored me to this very moment. And I believe the same intuition is the one that's been guiding me to make all the choices that I've been making so far. With little to zero support, just myself, my intuition, and God, I feel like I'm already on the right path. The fact that I took a leap of faith to start over, like I am actually the girl that chose to start over, to leave everything that she knew behind and start over from scratch with no money, no friends, and almost no support. I am that girl. And to still be standing 3 years later after all the tears, the pains, the rawness of the struggle, I'm proud of myself. Like I feel like the only thing that can happen now is good things. I feel like I've been through all the struggles that there is to struggle for my particular journey, that the only thing that can happen now is for me to bloom. Like I'm in a restoration phase and a refinement phase, right? And when people don't know where you are coming from, it's hard for them to know where you're going. And I've been in many situations in Lagos where people who don't understand me as a person, who I was or who I'm becoming, because I'm in between transitions. So when people project, their sense of what I should be doing on me, I used to let it get to me, and I realized, look, this is my life, this is my purpose. I know my journey. And as much as I see it as delays, sometimes that's not what it is. It's actually realignment and divine timing. What people project on me, like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you should be doing this." I've even had people suggest to me what type of content I should make, the type of places I should go. the type of lies I should tell just to fit into a status quo. And that's not me. And if I didn't take that leap of faith, right? If I had stayed where I felt was where I was supposed to stay, if I didn't allow myself to wake up, I probably would have allowed other people's projection of what they feel like my potential is to get to me. I would have rushed a lot of decisions. I would have lived other people's lives, really, because most of these people that would tell me, oh, you should do it like this, you should do it like that, were just projecting and wanted to probably live vicariously through me. And that's not me, which is why I'm so grateful for my journey and where it's going. Everything that I've lost only makes room for the restoration that is in store for me. Everyone that I've lost is only making room for the people who deserve to be on this journey with me, because this next phase of my life, I just feel it. Because I took those leaps of faith, I went through every single thing that I went through and still trusted and still listened to my intuition and will continue to do so. Again, the only thing that I'm expecting from my journey is prosperity. The only thing I'm expecting from my journey is greatness at this point. Being this self aware, being awake wouldn't have happened if I hadn't taken that leap, if I hadn't choose to leave my comfort zone, if I hadn't chose to alchemize my pain into power. When we let fear take over, there's no room for faith. There's no room for alchemy. There's no room for a chance to give yourself to become who you feel like you could become. And I feel like I've given myself that to the point where every pain, every tears, every letdown, every betrayal can only be alchemized into something beautiful. And that's the phase I'm in now. I am still accepting this new reality, this new journey, even though it's been 3 years. And it's crazy how time flies. But again, I just have this gut feeling that after 3 years of learning, of trusting, only greatness can come. So when you see me shining bright, turning dust into gold, don't be surprised. The only thing that I want to share is you should allow the universe to drag you when things are feeling like you can't get a grip on them anymore. That's when you know to let go. That's when you know that you need to go inward, search yourself, search your soul, and allow yourself. Again, I'm in a space where I'm learning to actually show myself grace and patience. I've experienced so many miracles on this journey that I wouldn't have been aware of and key into and tap into if I didn't leave my old reality, if I didn't reprogram my mind, if I didn't allow myself to feel every single thing that is to feel and then let it go. I am in a phase where my old reality is behind me and my future is in front of me, and I'm in transition. And I hope it's translating, everything that I'm saying. I hope it's translating. And I just feel it that whoever is going to be watching this particular episode, if you watch from episode 1, 2, and this final episode, you should be able to follow. Allow the shifts to happen, allow the challenges to happen, let go, allow yourself to transform and bloom. It's going to sound so cliche, but if we don't have the thunderstorms and the rains, we won't have a rainbow. And at the end of the rainbow, there's a pot of gold that I'm going to be dipping into. So, like I said, this final episode, I'm just going to let it flow. I was feeling so heavy in my heart. I wasn't even going to film it because I didn't know what angle to take with it. But I'm glad that I'm able to just sit here and say these words and use my voice. And at the end of the day, I feel like this is my purpose. Like I had to learn all those lessons. I had to let go of all those things that I had to let go of for me to be able to share the story. And I don't know who it might touch around the world. And I hope to be able to articulate myself even further and to let myself understand that this is not even the end, this is just the beginning. Like, this is truly just the beginning. 3 years of hardship. And also, it's crazy that I don't look like whatever it is that I've been through. So when people look at me, people in Lagos can be so shallow. When people look at me and I can resonate to a few things, they'll be like, no, not you. Like, girl, bye. And that's one of the non negotiables that I have with the universe, that I should never ever look like what I go through. And the universe understands that. My ancestors understand that. And I'm so, so grateful. But would I have learned the lessons that I have learned if I didn't take the leap of faith, if I didn't trust, if I didn't follow what was anchoring me? Probably not. And, if I didn't allow myself to go down into the depths of it, I wouldn't learn how to alchemize it. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, all I will say is I'm about to step into a very another transformative journey, but this time it's very much in a space where I'm going to allow myself to have more fun, have more pleasure, let love in, learn to receive, because it's like I've been through the worst already. I've been through the worst, I've survived everything. And when you're just in a space where it's like I've surrendered, and when I lean back, I can only lean into the arms of my higher self, and she's gonna catch me and hold me. And I'm in such a state of flow that nothing can shake me. Any other character development that happens now is to check if my nervous system can handle all the blessings coming my way. Because, yeah, I've learned to alchemize, and it's such a beautiful thing. And I hope to be able to share more of these stories in details in whatever series I start up again. I already have something cooking in the pipeline. It's always actually been what I've always dreamt of for the past year and a half now. So I'm excited really for my new life. I think the number three, being that I've spent 3 years in Nigeria officially, is such a powerful number. It's a number of alignment, of creativity, and I'm actually a life path number three. So I believe in science and synchronicities. In case you're wondering, I believe in astrology. I believe in the universe and the divine timing. I don't use crystals or stones, but I believe in my Bible. So yeah, I hope to be able to show myself more, speak more on things that bring me joy, on my story, and to continue to learn and to again hopefully make an impact on everyone that's watching and listening. And it can only be up from here. And I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. I know that I'm still becoming, I'm still being refined, and it's exciting to see who Oluwatobiloba will continue to be, continue to find herself, and continue to find her voice. And hopefully, everything that I say resonates with the right people, the right energy, and the right frequency. But yeah, this is the end of the art of the comeback. I only expect greatness for myself from here. And I hope that everyone who believes in me, in my story, in my journey, and whatever it is I choose to do after this episode, also grows into greatness with me. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you next in whatever I choose to do. We'll see you together. Thank you. Bye.